Hey, Sassy fam. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We are much improved, darling. Yes. We finally had a proper thunderstorm here in Central Texas, and it helped dispel all that humidity that has been pervasive for weeks, if not upwards to a month. Yeah? And humidity being this high in Central Texas, it traps the heat, it traps pollen, it traps pollution. So, it really exacerbated my allergies and made that cold linger perhaps much longer than it should have done. But like I said, we had that really good, intense thunderstorm and just did away with all that. Yay. And now the sun's out and I feel so much better, infinitely better. So let's get to it. Yeah, there's so much to enjoy today. Let us commence with our Sunday check-in. What are we doing today? We're going to do an abbreviated version of yours and theirs. You might have noticed I am rotating between an abbreviated yours and theirs and an abbreviated check-in. So today, it's yours and theirs, yeah? Speaking of yours and theirs, that's what we did last week, but it was the in-depth version. And as, well, if it was your collective sign, I think you see for yourself where I was justified in going over 40 minutes. Oh my, yes. Some of them were quite intense this past round, but not so much the case in this upcoming monthly overview for June. Yay, we got the calendar back on course. Yeah, I think we're back on course. So many folks just working, busy, functions, goals, fantastic. Of course, the love stuff here and there. Yeah. Oh, of course. I was like, I know there's something. Christina. What is it? Happy birthday, Gemini. As of today, we enter your season. It's literally the baton day today. So Taurus is handing off into Gemini. Today's that day. So very early happy birthday to my Gemini crew out there. Thank you so much, as is tradition here on Sassy Scorpiontarot. I will say happy birthday every week that I read for you that we are in your season. But let me be the first to say to you, or perhaps maybe the first to say, I don't mean to presume, but happy birthday to you regardless, May it be celebrated throughout your birthday season in good company. Yeah, I got something on the calendar too. It's time to lighten up, communicate, which is, of course, one of your many, many strengths. Communicate and just kind of ease into that social energy a little bit more. So that's definitely picking up in my world as well. We got plans. We're going to have margaritas with the girls soon, that kind of thing, and just kind of enjoy our connections a little more downtime, a little more good social constructive company, that kind of thing. That's what we're going to be doing. Yes. Cheers. Okay. Like always, with yours and theirs. Take it resonates. Leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. I'm forgetting something. Oh, of course. Yours and theirs does not have to be about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover type situation. It's whomever fits the dynamic as I'm describing it. So do keep in mind it could be about a family member or friend. It's up to you. Yeah? Like always, your sign will be timestamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you. You guys, I will see you at your sign. Leo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Leo, please. What's going on? Show me Leo in their person. Show me Leo in their person. What's going on, please? Show me Leo. Show me Leo. All right. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Sun. Okay. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Okay. Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Ace of Cups. Overview, Two of Pentacles. That's something that's happening with you right now. There's an opportunity coming through. It's looking like it has more to do with work than anything else. And you're like, I don't think I want it. Seven of Wands. I'm kind of inclined to agree with your decision. The sun's out for you. It's probably best that you don't take it, whichever it is. Don't get me wrong. You're going to go back and forth on it, but you being Leo, you're only going to entertain that for so long. that sense of Two of Pentacles, should I take this or not? Because you're saying I'd probably have to juggle it even more, play hot foot, or this is just too many roles for me right now. Something like that. So it's kind of like, here's an offer, and you're like, you're weighing it up. It looks like in terms of time, energy, and effort, and you're saying, I don't have the time, energy, and effort to take on this Ace of Pentacles, whatever it is. So I actually see you rejecting it, but you'll be glad that you did. Okay. And sometimes that's the truth, guys. Not all Ace of Pentacles are meant to be in our lives, especially if you have to go to the drawing board and say, do I have space for this? You know, because it seems to me you already got quite enough to work with, that you don't need much more. Okay. So whatever that is, Leo, you want to take this on? Leo, do you want this offer? Leo, do you want XYZ? And you're like, I'm going to think about it. The answer is nah. So I see it, Seven of Wands is like you having to enforce that decision, reject it. It's not that you didn't think about it. You did think about it. It's just it's not for you, or you don't have the time for this, whatever it is, to adopt it, to take it on, to incorporate it. You're like, I don't have any room for new contracts. I don't have any room for new work. It's something like this, as I don't have time. But you'll be glad you did. It actually frees you up considerably. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah, whatever that is coming from a workspace environment. And it looks a little shady. Whoever was trying to give you this Ace of Pentacles, it was almost like, this is a great opportunity for you. Here's a new way to fold in some new responsibilities. It looks like it's, whomever this is that's offering it is really just trying to get out of their end of work or participation. And then they turn around, it's like, hey, do you want to take this on? You'd be so good at it, Leo. So it might seem on the outset like an opportunity for you to prove yourself, exercise new skills, or that it might lead to other things, but it really looks like it's just someone trying to offshore their workload onto you. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, they're saying, I work here too, I'm in on this too, and I feel like I have too much, so I'm going to pass the buck on to Leo. And you're like, I see that for what it is, I guess thanks, because it might lend to your sense of experience, credibility, or possibly even monetary compensation. But you're like, I really, with all due respect, do not have the time for this. So I don't blame you. And you'll be happy that you didn't. Okay? So that's, it's like somebody here is supposed to participate at work and they're like trying to pass the buck on responsibilities. Seven of Swords, they got excuses. They're trying to get out sideways like this. It's like, hey, Leo, you want to do my portion of this work? You'll be so good at it. Super, thanks, chill, bro. And you're like, no. No. Don't get me wrong, it's looking like you two, whomever this is, you clearly have shared work or overlapping work, core concepts and principles. The fact that they're trying to hand it off to you, like, you got it. You know, this, you would be so good at this. Yeah, and here's maybe a bonus incentive or just experience, or you get to showcase your skills. Wouldn't that be so awesome? It's like, was that so awesome, bro? Why don't you do it like the way you've been assigned? So it's, you know, just put it back onto them. You know, no. But like I said, you'll be happy that you didn't. Now, Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Ace of Cups. Someone who is attached to you in kind of an important way says, I really wish you had taken that. I wish you had done it. You know, there's a little bit of stress here for this person who's attached to you. They're kind of wishing that you had done it or that you had opened up towards it. Okay, so when we have persons of importance in our lives, such as the Emperor and Empresses, I know they mean well. And from perhaps their point of view, you should have taken this on to greet it with more of a heart or to be more open-hearted towards it. It's just, they're not you, okay? So I absolutely respect the power and weight the Emperor and Empresses have in our lives in terms of persons of importance. Persons of importance, okay? Once more, they mean well. But just because they would take it themselves doesn't mean that's necessarily what you would do, okay? And again, I know what you did was correct because you're showing me that you're glad you left yourself out of it. I just don't think you have much more space. If they're claiming they don't have time for this, guess what? You have a reasonable argument as well. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Let's do some of these. Come on now. There we go. Let's do some of these. I don't know if you work with your partner and you know they're slacking off a little bit and they'd hope, I don't know if that's the case necessarily. I just know someone who's important to you is disapproving of it. I kind of wish you had taken it with a little bit more open heart enthusiasm, but if they had seen it from your point of view, perhaps it might have they would have chosen differently. Okay. The house maze, there's a, oh my goodness, there's a lot of maintenance going on. Okay. So the house here in this deck, and I know it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it's very imposing. Okay. So we're not talking about a home here. We're talking about a full-on sense of business function, making something work. It requires a lot of help. And right now, people are walking around in a maze, dazed and confused about who's supposed to do what, because there's a lot of imposing subject matter there in terms of maintenance, who's working here, what are we working on, whose role is what, the function is what, something like that. So I know it seems like house, but you have to remember it's more like a building or structure. It's something that requires the help of many, not just one. So there is some confusion here about responsibilities and assignment and who's supposed to do what. Like I said, 43-20, it's because it's like it has to get taken care of. But everybody's looking the other way. I'm not trying to volunteer, though. See what I'm saying? I totally got confused on the way to the house. I don't know. I need someone else to go over there and check the boilers. Something like that. It's the pathway. It's like you're saying, no, that's not my pathway. It's yours, buddy. I know what my responsibilities are. Stop trying to offshore them onto me. Number 35. Okay. I think that about wraps it up, guys. I think it was pretty straightforward today. It's like someone's claiming they don't feel good. Oh, I have a headache. That's why I can't do this job, or I don't feel well, or I stubbed my toe, or some other stuff like that. I'm hearing excuses when you're like, I clearly have my assignment, and that's already enough as it is. How about you guys do the stuff you signed up for? You know? Okay. Just kind of stick to your guns on this because it will get sorted out. They're not going to just point at you and be like, that's it. No, it's still got to get done. Just, you don't necessarily have to volunteer for it. L-I, the Medine of Gemini, in reverse. So for some of you, this happened prior to entering Gemini season. So yeah, very recently. Okay, that's for some of you. Capricorn, but the Medine was in reverse, showing the key word here is being ambitious. You're like, I'm ambitious, but not crazy. I'm not trying to create a case of burnout here. Okay, or you wish other people were more ambitious to complete the same project or to do the work that they've been assigned. Anyway. Okay, Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Sag, please. Show me Sagittarius in their person. Show me Sagittarius in their person. Show me Sag, please. What's up? What's going on? Show me Saggy. All right. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Show me Sag. Nine of Swords, stress, Three of Swords, heartbreak, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a lot of stress. Fear of rejection, or you feel that you were rejected and you're trying to move forward from it. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Wands, King of Swords, Six of Cups. Okay, interesting. Two of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Cups. I have someone here who acknowledges a potential relationship with you, Six of Cups. Four of Wands, King of Swords, the Six of Cups. It's looking like a precious connection. They say that they are deeply connected to you, that they love you, and that they recognize a relationship with you. Two of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Cups. You can't see it yet because you haven't opened up to it. I don't believe. There's something here about the fear of rejection that you recently experienced, or the overall sense of rejection and the anxiety that follows it, that keeps you from participating in this or moving towards it just yet. You're not there. Knight of Pentacles is very slow. Overview, King of Cups. Yeah, you have such a beautiful heart space. And, you know, it wants to be full. It does. It wants to be full. You want to feel love. You want to feel love for yourself. You know, not just be stuck in your head, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, about rejection and what does that mean and why does it hurt so bad, and kind of tormenting yourself with that. But Knight of Pentacles, you're slowly moving forward in a particular direction, and I hope you get there because I don't know if you can see what's waiting on the other side. Two of Wands, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. That's one person's singular decision to open up to love. Okay. And to take a risk on it. And just really be open towards it, but ready to be open towards love. And then you will have it. Otherwise, I see someone here who says that they acknowledge that there's a powerful something between you and them. It's unique. It's beautiful. They're saying they have many memories with you. But what's shared here isn't really shared if it comes down to one person and their readiness to open up to love. So I don't know what constitutes readiness for you. I don't want you to rush anything, because that would be wrong. But I don't want you to keep lingering unnecessarily in that space of fear of rejection. Okay? There's no reason to fear that. But it's easy to if you don't know what's perhaps on the other side and waiting for you. But it does say it comes down to one person's absolute decision to open up towards love, Ace of Cups, because it's there. When you're ready to open up towards new love or renewed love, because it's the Six of Cups, okay? So it suggests we do know this person, I believe, in some way. It could be a new Six of Cups, a soul bond we have yet to meet. That's true. I have to put that out there. But seeing as how that King of Swords has someone who is knowledgeable, wise, kind of hard-headed, intellectual, witty, charming, sense of humor, okay, any of those characteristics, they say they acknowledge bare minimum a connection between you. And they would even call it a relationship at heart, okay? They say it's precious to them. And it seems to be open to discovery, but indeed that person has to make the decision to open up, to choose it, to claim it, but to begin the journey, okay? It seems like sometimes we get stuck in unnecessary forms of fear of rejection, and it will never happen for me, it will never work out, or perhaps you were hoping this person would come towards you, and that in and of itself is also a form of rejection. You know, if we just expect someone to show up and they never do, we're causing ourselves that form of rejection because we're not actually putting ourselves out there. It's another way of sabotage. I don't know if it's to that point for you. I'd have to clarify to see further. All I can really see is what it is you want to feel and what you could have. But it does require an active Two of Wands decision as the Fool, spiritually and emotionally speaking, the readiness to open up towards Ace of Cups, the love here. Okay? So hopefully we get you there in time. Because I think it's where you want to be honest. Mature woman and the Book of Wisdom. There is someone who represents the mature woman, okay? So this is typically someone who's over the age of 40, but has that sense of wisdom, specifically attached to a feminine energy. So they may not necessarily be young and wild, but they do have a lot of wisdom in them, and good advice, good counsel, okay? A level head and a strong sense of priority, self, love, nurturing, care, appreciation, something a mature female or a mature feminine energy, would know to do, okay? And they also carry with them a great deal of wisdom. Insight, knowledge, care, nurturing, love, understanding, okay? 6 and 26. Anything else, please? Okay. That's interesting, because here we have... That's interesting. Typically, I would see this as two different people. I don't. I see them as one and the same. This is someone who is open to love, would like to be in love, but has the wisdom and authentic self to know that good things take time. Okay. So someone who is ripe for love, someone we would associate with a younger feminine energy, but has the embodiment and wisdom of someone who's much older. Okay. Very feminine, though. Wise feminine. Possibly has a child. Okay. We have 18, 29, 26, and 6. All right. Yeah. They might be very intelligent then. Also backed up with the Book of Wisdom. Okay. We have the letter C. The medallion of Virgo, but it's in the reverse for the keyword being practical. Yep. The gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. And then also the swiftness of movement. There's your arrow. Okay. Sag's arrow or Cupid's arrow, however you want to put it. And the great white shark, sign of Scorpio. And then also that sense of persistence at all costs, right? The great white shark has to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries in their person, please. Show me Aries in their person. Okay. As usual, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Aries, please. Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look at you. It's that really strong sense. That's such an Aries thing. Hold on, I'll get back to that. Two of Wands, the Tower, the King of Wands. Oh, okay. All right. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Judgment. It is your call. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal now, but for some reason there are consequences attached to this. I don't know what you'll choose. Okay? But Judgment, you have a lesson here, and it's your time to prove your lesson that you've learned it. Okay? Whatever that is. You get to choose. Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Like I was saying, it's such Aries energy. I feel so good about what I'm doing. I'm a little here, I'm a little there, I'm a little everywhere, and it's what you love to do. Being versatile, multitasking, you name it. Okay, your energy's up on point. You're like, I got this, I got this, I got this. I'm killing it. So you're saying you got multiple balances. Everybody's cooperating. Your energy's on point, particularly as it rises to the occasion over and over again. You feel success in some way. So you rise to the day every day. And things are building. Things are cooperating. Things are putting into place. Plans are growing. So it's good. Whatever your structural balances are, they seem to be increasing. And in terms of not just being modest, but in that respect of there's a nice flow point to this. You're seeing proof of success every day, but it's not in leaps and bounds. It's enough to make you excited and to keep going with a certain level of genuine enthusiasm, like I said, which is very Aries. You know, this is going for me, this is going for me, this is going for me. And hey, cooperation's on point. Now, I'm not saying every day's great or perfect, but you're saying this is pretty sweet spot for me, right? And then Two of Wands, the Tower, King of Wands. Someone is observing you, and they're like, I wish I had gotten in on that. So I don't know what that means. Okay? But it's they're looking at this, and they're like, I made a bad decision. I should have tried to get in on some of those Aries projects, work, shenanigans, cooperations, I don't know. Whatever it is that you're doing, they're kind of wishing that they could participate. You know, because it's like they see how well you're doing, and their energy rises like, I want to do that too. You know, I want to participate too. I want to be included too. But they don't realize that till after the decision was made to opt out. They kind of wish they had opted in. I don't know what that means. They're just looking at what you're doing, and they're like, man, I wish I could be included in that. I wish I could be considered for that. Because there's the choice. Tower suggests I should have picked the opposite of the choice, and King of Wands, energy rises towards you in a way that's positive. So again, it's that sense of after the fact, I wish I had opted in, was included, or considered in these efforts and endeavors. Basically, I wish Aries would notice me to include me. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. You're kind of like, I'm focused on my own thing. I got a lot going on. Okay. Again, very Aries. So where this person is towards you, I don't know, but it's more like a strong a strong realization of what should have occurred, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have offered my services sooner. I should have said yes to this, opt into it, lean into it, not dismiss it, not exclude it or Aries in their work from my life in some way I could have benefited too, or I could have participated in it in some way. Because that sense is that they're excited by watching you do what you do. Like, I wish Aries would turn around and notice me. That was my bad. I made the wrong choice. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Like I said, your primary drives, even though you are quite busy, you are literally the definition of taking care of business, okay? You got lots of things going on. You got lots of irons in the fire, and you are seeing to every one of them comfortably at your own pace with the Queen of Pentacles. So things are really just where you like it. Are you busy? Yeah. Are you used to it? Yeah. Would you have it any other way? Probably not. You know, I get this. I get this. I like to do this. I like to do that. I like to do a little bit of everything. And you're taking care of it very well. still with the emphasis on this is about me, my household, my priorities, but also my energies go outside of that in terms of action and endeavors. So you're like, I'm on top of it. Be it inside or outside, I'm on top of it. So, you know, judgment here, it's your lesson, your call. If you had reason to, if you understand in some way that this person would like to be included and you've made that call, no, or you're just sticking to a particular lesson. Mind you, they made an active choice. The Tower suggests that they would override that choice now, given the chance. I just see you either continuing to make, you know, a decision based on a lesson, or you're about to re-experience why you should enforce that lesson. Okay? But given that, like I said, this was a decision they wish they could override now, if they cross your timeline again, and it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have made the decision to opt out of function, my life, not contribute, not be helpful, not give back. You did that once. I mean, I'd be a sucker to let you do it twice. So if that's a lesson you got to enforce, then that's on you, you know? Maybe you're right. If someone says I can't be included, or I refuse to, or, oops, I changed my mind. There's a good chance they might do it again. Who knows? All right, 17, like I said, yeah, that's historic energy. I know, I see that's kind of the home. This is my priorities, that King, Queen of Pentacles. I'm head of household, head of state. This is my responsibility. It's not just about me, it's about other people. So like I said, you spend a lot of that energy shoring up what matters to you practically for within the home and then also outside of it. It's dual, okay? And you're doing very well. I honestly didn't know if it was going to show up again, because all I'm seeing here is kind of wishful thinking after the fact about I wish I had made different choices so I could still be included in Aries, whatever it is you're doing, your life in the general sense. I don't know. Because like I say, I didn't see you having to reinforce a decision right now. Could be an ongoing decision, lesson, but there's a messenger. So for some of you, FYI, expect the message. Number 1. It's bright, optimistic, and colorful. The privileged lady. Well, you might identify with the feminine. Now, there's a couple different ways I can interpret the privileged lady. There's a negative and then there's a positive. Like I said, tell people all the time with tarot, oracle cards, elements, signs, there are pros and cons. I'm seeing the privileged lady in is that you worked hard for your privilege. Okay? I believe. Number 12. Sometimes privileges, they're earned. Okay? Sometimes they are earned. Looking deeper into the subject, number 44, the spyglass. Right about there. Okay. We have the medallion of Gemini, the letters F, C, D. We have the medallion of Scorpio, passionate is the key word here. Yeah, you are now. And then we have the deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but overall that sense of timidity, I'm afraid to come forward, I'm shy, that kind of thing. Okay? All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Aquarius, please. Show me, Aquarius. Show me, Aquarius. What's going on? Show me, Aquarius. What's going on, please? Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. All right. For you, King of Wands. Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. All right, you look great. You really do. You look good. You look really, really good. All right, Justice. The Sun, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they feel likewise. That's wonderful. All right, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Very good. Knights of Wands, you just look so good. You look so resplendent, relaxed. This is nice for you. I don't know who the heck I'm tuning into, but I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you for the Aquarius crew. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands. That is literally the definition of all is well. I like where everything is. Thank you. Let's not. This is good. This is good. We're going to keep this going. I feel good. My person feels good. We all feel good. And you guys do. And this is great. It's look like everybody had their vitamin C and everybody's just glowing. Everybody's just glowing. And everything's just good order. Things are nice and smooth. I'm not saying every day is perfect, but you're saying more often than not, I feel pretty darn good about myself, my life, and where everything is. So again, King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands. That's a nice, lovely, smooth ride of day-to-day life. And then also, of course, a lovely, looks like relationship is attached to you with the Four of Wands. It brings out some really beautiful, glowing, ambitious, and passionate qualities in you about how life is going and progressing. So be it in work, home, and the combination of the two, things are nice. Things are really, really nice. Who's attached to you? Justice, the Sun, Ace of Wands. They're like, I feel good as well. I feel balanced. I feel like all is right with the world. I feel like things are equally shared between you and I. I think you and I match spirit in terms of energy, because there's a lot of energy here today. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. I don't know if you noticed that. Boom, boom, boom. And they're like, I'm sharing that energy with you. Let's keep it going. This is so fantastically balanced. We both feel good. Why rock the boat? Indeed. They're very happy. Whoever's attached to is very happy. And more to the point, they feel leveled with you. They share a very leveled feeling of essence, compatibility, energy, goals. Okay, let's talk about goals. Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Congratulations. Someone will be offering you an opportunity soon. It looks like work. You're open to the subject. So that Page of Wands, I'm defaulting to you because your person looks square, and this is looking like it's from an outside source. Your Page of Wands, which is the King of Wands personal page, is trying to greet this Ace of Pentacles. I see you going to rest on the Four Swords. So for some of you, once more, congratulations. You will have a brand new work opportunity being put before you that I want you to take your time with. Four Swords, in terms of resting on it, is it good for you? Is it a good representation of your skills, your experience, compensation, the whole thing? It's nice. More folks are showing me the monetary world recently. It's a nice little break. But yeah, I want you to rest on that that opportunity. It seems to be at your leisure, and you likely earned it. So congratulations, like I said. And Knight of Wands, you can't deny you're jazzed up. So it's looking like this offer came through relatively recently or perhaps soon. Just to be clear, I'm not saying this is love. I'm saying this very much as a work thing. Because in terms of relationship, okay, compatibility, that sense of goal orientation for you and your person, you're both on point, which is fantastic. So you have a nice little spike of energy here when this offer comes through. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel good. But don't rush the decision. Think about it a little bit, okay? This is fantastic. Yay! Yay, Aquarius, yay! All right. Yeah, I know. Some of you are married successfully, I must say, so congratulations. It's there. I'm looking at a very, very content Aquarius. Number 3 for some of you might be important. Yes. Yes, 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 indeed. The messenger, there it is, right there. Coming in soon for some of you. Number 1. Could be headhunted. Somebody's putting out a particular offer, a feeler, something like this. Perhaps you applied recently. Okay, poverty, that sense for some of you, I'm not saying you're impoverished. What I'm saying here is that sense of perhaps for some time you have been feeling a need to increase your coin or sense of security. Okay, and we can get into that space and it can go into anxiety. We can often feel like we don't have enough. Okay, I see you actually quite relaxed in the role that you have, but if you feel that you need more coin, then you feel you need more coin. Okay, number 37. All right, anything else here, please? Toil and labor. Yeah, we work very hard. We work very, very hard. And for some of you, especially if you grew up, I believe now that I'm seeing here, a modest background. Okay, let's say you struggled a lot growing up. Perhaps that you experienced that at a very young age and you had to start working at a very young age. I understand. Not a lot of people do, but I get it. You've had to work hard all your life. So you're very much in a comfortable space. And then there's that sense of your background. And in respect to where you came from, perhaps you feel like you want more. Okay? If you've earned it, you earned it. I hope that offer suits you. Okay? I can tell that you've been working hard for most of your life. All right? 37, 38, and 3, as well as 1. G, X, U. We have the great white shark in reverse. Oh, so we weren't pursuing this. We weren't pursuing this. So perhaps you learned about an opportunity by happenstance, or perhaps you were experiencing an unexpected recruitment opportunity. Okay? Interesting. The cat is upright, though, so listen to yourself. Intuition, yeah? I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? And once more, happy very early birthday to you. What's going on, please? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini and their person, please. Show me Gemini and their person. Almost. There we go. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Oh, devil. Oh, honey, no. Yay! 6 of Swords, the Sun. Yay! Yay! Okay, good job, Gemini. Yay! Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment. Oh, interesting. In time, though. Yeah. Yeah. 3 Cups, 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords. The World. Okay. Okay. Just to be clear, this energy that's here, that's attached to you, technically isn't, not yet. It's still on standby, and that's okay. We're still clearing some stuff up over here, so let's not rush the process. The Devil, 6 of Swords, the Sun. You have exited something. Read the Dare. This is horrible. This is devilish. This is toxic. This is some bullshit. That's what that is. I don't know, but it's a pattern that you refuse to participate in. What that pattern is, I don't know. You had your fill of it, or it's lingered much too long. It could be fear that kept you to stay, which is a pattern in and of itself. And the Devil has really strong stay power when it comes to you to stay here. You don't need to go anywhere. This is what's good for you. This is all you've ever known. It could be anything like that, to just something that you know, or came to some sort of final conclusion on with the 6 of Swords, that whatever it is you're leaving behind was not good for you. Be it coming from you, because everything begins with the self, so there's a good chance that Devil is just yours. Understanding that you're participating unnecessarily in something that you shouldn't. Gotta let it go, leave it behind. Or you understand the situation or circumstance is still unhealthy. So that could be an external Devil. Regardless, congratulations, and you're recognizing it and letting it go. The more you let this Devil go, and this 6 of Swords, by the way, isn't fast. It's going to be a process. That's how I know it's a little bit more on the pattern side. Okay? The fear to let go of anything we've always known or have held on to for a very long time. Okay? Internal or external, doesn't matter. A pattern is a pattern. So, calmly making our exit out of it, it could be a process. But eventually, you hit payday, right? The Sun. You will have happier days, warmer days. Okay? So the person who is yet to be connected to you, that's going to be a time thing, literally. Temperance. As you heal and you continue to let this go, the more this can make its entrance. Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment. That's literally a lesson, or rather your reward for a lesson well earned and learned and done. Yeah, it's going to take more time in healing, but there is something new for you here in due course. Okay? In the meantime, you still have some cleanup work to do. You had to have a hard discussion with whomever it is you were connecting to. 3 Cups, 5 of Swords, the Queen of Swords. That is a hard conversation, but I'm glad to see that you are meeting it dead on to its face. That 5 of Swords, no doubt, represents the Devil's situation. And I tell people all the time, 5 of Swords for human beings is normal. We all do it at some point. You just don't want to get lost to it, because then it becomes like that, the Devil. Whatever it is that you were trying to connect with emotionally and bring it together over and over again, I don't know how long-standing of an emotional connection that relationship constitutes. It could be 3 days for 3 years to 20 years for all I know. I don't know. But whatever it is, we kept trying to bring it together over and over again and tell ourselves, this is working, this is working, and we don't mean it. 5 of Swords is a lie. The emotional connection between yourself and someone else that we kept trying to force feed over and over again is, this is fine, this is great, this is totally acceptable and tolerable. This makes me so happy to connect with this because I totally mean it. That was the 5 of Swords here. that was self-sabotage between yourself and someone else for, again, I don't know how long, but it was enough for it to develop into a pattern that you believed that you had to stay in there until one day you understood you didn't need to. Queen of Swords is being very confrontational. Good. We want the King, Queen of Swords to get in there and be confrontational with that kind of stuff. And you opened also up with the World. This cycle is closing. It's closing. Now, if one of you recognizes the toxic pattern here, the back and forth, and the other person doesn't, guess who's going to put up a stink? Okay? When you're in toxic situations like this, again, be it internal or external, it's one thing when part of you recognizes it, or one of you does, and another part of you doesn't, or the other person doesn't. It can really prolong an exit. So, given that I see yourself reconnecting with somebody over and over again outside of you, I'm going to go ahead and say it was an emotional connection that hadn't served a purpose in a long time, but you kept coming back to it, hoping it would fit again or feel good again. Okay? You recognizing that thing for what it is, little by little, has helped you to start closing the chapter on it. Okay? Once more, just to reiterate, once that chapter is fully closed and that book is shut, let's say you start writing in a different book, something will be there for you in time. And it will be considerable and lovely and worthy of you. Okay? But first, we still need to clear this up. Okay? There's always going to be one person who is in complete denial in situations like this. Well, everything was going just fine until you decided to leave. Oh, was it though? Well, thank you for telling me that. I guess we should just keep doing this, huh? You know? Yeah. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Message. Mature woman. There is a thoughtful message in here to someone who meets the criteria of the mature woman. 7 and 6. A thoughtful message to the mature woman. A gift. Ah, is this further down then? Is this further down when it's time to offer something of substance, either coming towards you or you towards them? That's in due course. It begins with a thoughtful message. Okay? For whoever represents the mature woman. In this respect, I'm saying the positive nature. Someone who generally knows better, wise, experienced, but that mature level of I understand. I understand the emotional constructs. I understand what was going on. Listening, patient, kind, nurturing, caring. Can represent that person who is middle-aged, feminine. Okay. But the idea, even age aside, represents wisdom, the feminine wisdom. Okay. Someone who's mature, level-headed, thoughtful communication. Well said, well said. Well spoken, well said. Okay. That's the gift. That's who our person is, I believe, in due time. Okay? The more we make strides in exiting this, the more that becomes apparent. Very good. 7, 6, and 17. After the period of change. Yeah, some of you guys are really wanting to make strides in this because you kind of already have a vision of the future. Change. Change is upon you. Your chariot, your vehicle, as it were, is gearing up for change. Okay? You're not even really reflecting to me on what it is you're leaving behind. You're focusing on the future. So that tells me you have a very prominent idea of what to expect in the future. Very good. Very good. Focus on the future, especially more so when you understand what it is you're leaving behind. Okay. We have the Medallion of Aries, but in the reverse, the key word being courageous. Yes, it does take courage to do something like this, I agree. The goldfish in reverse. Yeah. Lack of emotion. Pisces, but it's not the point. The lack of emotion that moves forward, that harmonizes. That it's the opposite of this. Thoughtful wisdom, thoughtful emotionality, someone who gets it. Okay? The goldfish in reverse is the opposite of that. Someone who does not understand emotions, refuses to understand them, shows no love or caring or sense of emotional prosperity. We lost the fight for this. The dragon's in reverse. Dragon's in reverse and upside down. It's wild. It's consuming. It has no discipline. It's angry all the time. It just devours without rhyme or reason. The dragon face forward, it can be intimidating, but at least it knows what it's doing. Dragon in reverse says, and upside down. That's no good. That's no good. That's someone who's just angry and inconsiderate and no feeling or has any idea of the cause of harm they're giving someone else. Okay? I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Libra in their person. Show me Libra in their person. Show me Libra in their person, please. What's going on? All right, let's do one more. Cool. We're going to start with your side of the board, as usual, but like always, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Oh, the Ten of Swords. Oh, the Five of Cups. No, the Seven of Cups. Oh, neighbor, honey. Let me get back to you. Okay. Temperance, Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Shared, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, Eight of Cups. I see you actually wanting to be open to other things, but you keep exposing yourself to this. Let me back up. And once more, like always, when I get the heavier stuff, it's not an accusation or a judgment. Don't take it as one. My job is to read the cards. Okay. Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. I see you re-exposing your heart space over and over again to a same problem or situation that doesn't change. Like if life was a cassette, you keep playing A, and you don't seem to realize you can flip it over to B. But you know A makes you cry. Side A, it makes you cry, and it makes you cry. And you could flip it over to B. And there is a B side in here, but I don't see you open to it. I just see you replaying side A. Okay. I see you re-exposing yourself to something painful over and over again. Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. I'm going to keep myself open to this even though it literally makes me cry. And it disappoints me and it hurts me, but I'm going to keep opening myself open. I'm going to keep myself open to this. Seven of Cups. I'm going to keep doing it. Seven of Cups is not options in love in this respect. In fact, it's very rarely options in love. It's almost always emotional fragmentation. I feel 10% this, 20% that. Okay. And some of that's fantasy. The fantasy cup. And I think you play the fantasy cup game, which is very popular with people, called What If. What if I keep myself open to this? Maybe one day it could change or feel better. But I think you've been humoring that what if fantasy cup for a long time instead of paying attention to the core cup, which is 90% pain and disappointment. Okay? Sorry, I hope that didn't thump too loud. Because you do have dominant feelings in here. But you keep poking that one cup that has the least amount of chance to be true, which is the fantasy. Your opening Eight of Cups has already kind of told me everything I need to know. You don't really want this. Not anymore. But you keep forcing yourself to look at an emotion that's not there. Hope. Your heart's literally not in this anymore, honey. It's either exhausted, it wants to walk, but you won't allow yourself. I have someone next to you, Temperance, Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups. That's so odd because it doesn't... By all rights, that should be the person that you say that you no longer love. I'm going to give you a couple different thoughts on this. First, let me go over this person's energy. Temperance, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups. With a certain level of sincerity This person represents a healing energy that could happen or be available to you today. Knight of Swords. You know, but Temperance usually takes time. Knight of Swords, this person represents a kind of, I could be here today if you needed me energy. You know, do you need me? Temperance. Do you need me to help you heal? Do you need to talk about things? Do you need me to take action? What do you need? And it comes from a very real, authentic heart space with the Queen of Cups. It's like, if you needed me, I'm there. I'll help you heal. Let's talk about the emotions. Let's talk about the difficulty. They're saying if you needed me to be on site, I'd be on site. I'd be there yesterday. Do you need me? I can help you heal. So, let's go over here to your shared, which I'm becoming increasingly convinced isn't shared. Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands. No matter how small, there is this feeling of a fresh relationship here. Something that says new with love in it. Real love in it. But we haven't done anything with it. It's there. All I can do, guys, as a tarot reader, is tell you pretty much what you already know with some predictability. Maybe some predictive text, if you will. Okay? So a part of you, no matter how small, feels the opportunity of new love in a relationship, one that feels sweet and that it can blossom appropriately and in a healthy way. I believe it's attached to this person. I believe. That would be my first interpretation, my preferred one. It just feels right. Here's the second one. Okay, this one's a little harder. You still feel what you feel, or don't, I should say. And this is the person whom you want to leave, but you find it impossible. You see them as caring and able to heal. They're ready to take action, and it comes from a good, loving heart space, and that's why you can't leave it, or you keep saying, I just need to hang in there a little bit more, and I'll feel good about this again. And they're just no longer the one that you want or that you're in love with, despite their good intentions or despite their love for you. You yourself may no longer feel it. This line still remains the same. Okay? That you would like to be open to new love in a healthy relationship, or one that you can find your love in a relationship. So I don't know this line, what it represents to you. Either the one that you are no longer in love with. In fact, the more you stay with them, the more it causes you pain. Okay? But it's hard for you to admit that because it seems like they still love you. Or they're the other scenario, which is what I'm leaning into. This is the person whom you could have a new, healthy, loving relationship with, and they match that criteria, but we're not accessing them yet because I still see you keeping yourself emotionally exposed to something that doesn't seem to suit you very well. You cry, if not outside, a little bit inside every day. So I don't know who this is to you. Okay? I know what you could experience for yourself, and you've even had an idea of it, but it remains small. So is this the one that we're no longer in love with, and they would still love us in return, and that causes us conflict and guilt? Okay. Or is this the person we could potentially have a new loving relationship with, but we're still emotionally keeping ourselves involved in something we probably shouldn't? Okay. I just know that what you're currently in does not make you happy. In fact, it makes you run in the negative. And if you've ever had to live a world of paying bills and practicality, you know what it is to run in the negative. It's pretty fucking scary. Apply that to your emotional being. How much are you going to owe yourself if you keep hanging in there? Okay. I just want you to do what's right for you. I know. I seen it. It's right there on the distant horizon. We hope for a healthier and happier home. But it's out there. It's on the distant horizon. 3 and 4. You felt it a couple of times, I know. It's being driven by you. The bullwhip, number 11, and the compass. You're saying, I have to stay in this direction. I have to stay in this direction, whether I like it or not. So you whip yourself. I got to stay in this direction. To be clear, your compass is not pointing due north to this, but you're saying you whip yourself and you make it point back in that direction. You're forcing yourself to stay in something. 11 to 16. I would have loved to have clarified, but you, as much as you insist you have to stay in a particular direction, you actually have the key to your own cage. This isn't a point. I'm going to give you that little speech I give to everybody, and you either love it or you hate it. There really is no middle ground on this. Guys, you know, you get to choose your own level of participation. But the biggest point here is real choice, okay? The kind of choice in life that separates the boys from the men and the girls from the women. Real choice in life is when we insist we have none. That's when we actually have the most choice, not the least. Okay? It's just not comfortable, easy, or convenient. That's why it becomes a real choice. Because you got to dig deep and understand what's correct. And then once you understand what's correct, you got to figure out what to do. But you bullying yourself to stay in a direction that you don't wish to be is harm. That's not choice. Okay? There's people I know I've worked with back in my days who would say, I could never do this or finish that, and then they turned 53 or 55 or 60 or something big, a big number, and they're like, why didn't I do this 10 years ago? It was just me holding me back. Yeah. Apply that to your love life. The same still works. So the Libra I'm looking at, you don't believe that right now. But one day you might. And that's when I say that's how we understand how much we owe ourselves in the end. How much you're going to owe yourself if you keep driving yourself in a direction you don't want to be in anymore. Okay? And I understand if it's that much harder, if the person, by all rights, you're attached to isn't an asshole. They're not a devil. They're not a jerk. They're a pretty good person. Like, what does that say about me? Then I would leave that behind. They're a good person. And they'd be a better person with someone else who loved them. And you could be a better person, too. Okay? Not for letting them go, but because understanding it's not for you to keep them. You know? In which case you're doing right by you. And the situation. Don't live in dishonesty, especially emotional dishonesty. It serves no one. It takes away from our life. It does not add to it. We have the medallion of Gemini happening now in this season, the height of this particular energy, the frustrations that come with it. We have the medallion of snowflake or winter or death or Scorpio energy. For some of you might see progress by this upcoming winter, a shift in your thinking perhaps. We have the medallion of optimist, Sagittarius, their keyword being face up, which is optimist. The letter Y, and then the big star in reverse. This is not our dream. This is not our desire. This is not our wish. Okay. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. What's going on? Show me Taurus, please. There we go. All right, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Show me, Taurus. Four of Swords, the Star, the World. Oh, yes. How interesting. Okay. King of Wands, Six of Swords, the Magician. That's a bit of conflicting nature right there. You seem a little more decided. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords. The Hermit, yeah, you're looking at these things right now. No rush. It's deeply contemplative state I find you in. Unfortunately, from their side, I'm getting mixed signals. What's shared here is a little bit of history, triumph, but also a kind of feeling of I'm not into it, so let's back up. Overarching here, your overview, the Hermit. Okay, that sense of healing experience is needed here. I agree. So here we have the Hermit, one of my favorite cards to indicate healing because he's based on experience having lived life, not the absence of it, or the opposite of it, I should say. We have a lot to work with here, looking back upon the path that we have walked, why, what has led up to, the different forks and variations we could have taken over the years and what led up to this particular point. So not only is it just about healing, it's also deep reflection of where we've been, why, and what does that mean for our future. Like I said, one of my favorites. Very experienced, very wise. You're going to need it. Four Swords, the Star, the World. This is something that you are quietly going through yourself, first and foremost. Everything begins with the self. So you always want to take it to table with the self first. Okay? Understand what's going on between you and you before you introduce it externally. I agree. It's kind of a big deal. There's a sense of the star here. There's this idea of desire, hope, but kind of a long vision, a long-term vision, something we can reach towards, and we want to. We want to strive for this. We want to reach for it. We want it to be ours. It's our particular star, and that's a wish upon a star type of thing. It's going to be individualized. It means something important to you. You're questioning about whether or not this thing you used to reach for, do you still wish to reach for it? You always kind of were guided by it. This is what I reach for. This is what I hope to obtain. This means a lot to me. Ergo, I'm on this path, right? Now, whatever that star means to you, without clarifying, I can't see it. I just know that in your state of rest, you understand that a star no longer has sway over you, or that you no longer navigate by it. You no longer reach for it. So this is what you took to table, if you will, in your quiet time. And it's, like I said, it's a quiet but also a slow experience process of looking at something practically, logically, and simply just really coming to truth with it. So the star, when it starts to fade for us and it wanes and it no longer guides us like it used to, it's kind of a big deal. It's not something we easily part ways with. So the fact that you're taking time with this, I agree. I agree with your method. It makes perfect sense to me. Let's scoot on over here. King of Wands, Six of Swords, the Magician. Now that's mixed. That's a mixed signal right there, but it's kind of on the large side. I don't like that. I like people to be a little bit more defined than this is what I don't want and this is what I do want. So to your credit, you are consolidating your highest wishes or your highest self or what it is, again, just to give you the idea of the importance of the star, how you would navigate your life, what you would aim towards. It's kind of a big deal, right? I have somebody around you that says passion, ambition, focus, optimism. No. Six of Swords. I don't want that. Do I have hope, passion, or optimism towards this? Not so much. I'd like to leave that part out of it. But turn around, the Magician. So they still want something from this. But in terms of, like I said, drive, focus, ambition, passion, whatever. Not so much. Not so much. So what they're still wanting from this, I couldn't say. The Magician, they still want some element in play. Okay? So there is a certain acquiescence. I want something from this. But these are the parts of myself I no longer wish to give to this connection. So that's mixed information. Mixed signals, which I don't care for, because in my book, this is obviously, because you're both showing me kind of large-scale concepts, even though what's shared is pretty simple and straightforward. Apologies. It's kind of a big deal to you both. It's like there's certain parts I can do without, okay? My intentionality, my focus, drive, ambition, I can do without that part, okay? I don't want to point that towards you anymore, but I still want something. Perhaps it's conditional. I don't care for that, but like I said, back to my point, mixed signals almost always mean no. Except this is a really bigger version or drawn out version of no. Like they don't want to seem to get to that point. So that suggests what they want from you is conditional for them to stay in this or to share the same vision with you or to shift or change. I don't know. Okay. Conditions make me nervous, especially when somebody says, I got to leave parts of myself out of this. That's not on the table, but this is what I do want and this is what I can't do. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. You know, there's a sense of confidence shared between you two. There's a lot of history here. Seven of Pentacles, it's been slow, steady growth. It's not outrageous growth. It's not over the top. It's not crazy. It's actually pretty easy to manage. You know, the both of you, what to expect from this, and you both derive a certain level of confidence from it, or at least one of you used to. One of you no longer does. Seven of Swords. Up until, I don't know how long ago, you both said, hey, this path suits us both. It's at a comfortable speed. We know what to expect from it. Okay. It's plateaued, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is where we're at, you and I. In the Six of Wands, there was always a certain level of comfort and confidence in that. Someone, not so much. Not these days. Not so much these days. Seven of Swords. I'm going to default to that being you, and I'll tell you why. It's not an insult. It's just one of those things I don't think that you're ready to address yet. That's why I said this is between you and you, because it is. It's interesting. Maybe they share that aspect with you, but the fact that you're questioning about whether or not you want to be guided by this anymore tells me that you no longer have the confidence towards this like you used to. Okay, because it's a big deal. We don't just turn those stars off and on. They represent a certain level of commitment and nerve and wherewithal to keep reaching for it and going for it and aiming for it. So it's not easy to just stop doing that. But if you find the pathway you're on with your person, you've been leaning away from it for a while, it doesn't feel as confident or secure as it used to, or as promising as it used to, it would make sense then mentally we're not prepared to address it yet. We need to take it to ourselves first and foremost about what the heck's going on. We're going to lean away from developing it further. It's not a total absence. Like I said, it's more like leaning away. Okay? You may not be aware of how long you've been doing this. Okay? I would deeply curious about the parts of them that they no longer wish to include in this connection, but what they would still have from it. I would be deeply curious about what that is. And in fact, I am. And like always, you show me the most interesting stuff when I have the least amount of time. I would love to know that. Like this is not up for grabs, okay? This is not on the table. But this is what I do want. You know, okay. The tulips, the flowers, lover's energy, 9. 36, horizon, lovers twice, honey, lovers twice. But it's out there on the distant horizon. You got the lovers twice. Number 36, distant horizon, it's further out. You have something very promising for you in future. It's not with this. It's not with this. It's something else. So, the tulip. This is, of course, classically the flowers of the lovers. It was the secret code between those two folks. We're special. Okay, it's not everybody else's business. This is between us, and I'll tell you why. Back in the day, if you were dating, i.e. courting, it was everybody's business. It was everybody's business, and you were good as married on date one. That's just how it was, right? So if you wanted to develop a connection privately, you would have to have private means of communication, symbols, that kind of thing. So the tulips over time came to represent the lovers' union. That way you could kind of keep it off grid and not have everybody's, well, your business, everyone else's business. So here we have the lovers. Lovers. Literally this one. Okay, the Lovers. 9:15, and then on the distant horizon. This is further out. Okay. So if you find this person's connection to you and their kind of conditional demands for staying in the connection to not be your thing, if it's a star that no longer navigates you, that you feel inspired by or desire to reach for, if you no longer have the confidence in this thing like you once did, then perhaps just know that there's other things for you out there further. Okay? All right, anything else, please? Your thoughts. Yeah, I know. Like I said, this is between you and you right now. Number 16. Thoughts. Exactly. The dreams, the fantasy. Some of you have a very rich inner world and imagination that always provokes the thought, the artist, the perspective, what navigates you, what inspires you, the muse. Okay. Number 16. Oh boy, we have the letters I. We have the medallion of Libra in the reverse and also upside down. Someone here is no longer charming, balanced, secure, can't make up their mind, make signals. I'm not saying this is Libra, I'm saying this is the opposite of their superior energy, okay? It's more underdeveloped, okay? When the scales are upside down and in reverse, it's not good. It's not balanced. They might be trying to introduce new terms and conditions for the connection, in which case it becomes conditional, like I said. So just FYI, that may or may not be the terms and conditions for which you would apply to yourself, okay? So in that case, you're negotiating a new contract with your person, or how your ongoing contract will continue to look from this point forward. You need to think about that, okay? We have the zombie in reverse. Yeah. We want to come out of this state of stagnation. We don't want to feel like a zombie anymore. And the chakras are not in alignment. Yeah, again, not really understanding what we want and who we are and how we line up with ourselves, never mind with someone else. Okay. Taurus, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me. Show me Virgo, please. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on, please? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on, please? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Okay. We're going to start with your side of the board, but I'll explain in the intro. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Virgo. The Four Swords. Okay. Taurus kicked it off with that as well. Queen of Wands. Two of Cups. Yours is a little different, though. I'm happy to report. Not saying that theirs weren't important. In fact, it was very important, but still, it's nice to see something lighter. Four Swords, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups. Beautiful. The Fool. The Lovers. The Nine of Cups. Oh, go on then. Oh, go on then. Oh, go on then. Ay, ay, ay. I know, there's always going to be a little bit of history. It's a new offer. It's a new day. Okay. Okay. It's a new offer. It's a new day. It's beautiful. All right. Yes, the sun. Yes, thank you. We have some sunshine for Virgo today. I'm very happy to report. Yes. Well, look who's feeling so good, as you should. The sun out. Beautiful. Feeling good. Okay. You know, sun's out. Feeling radiant. Sunshine, happy. Where's that coming from? I don't know, Christina. It's just natural. You know, I've had some rest. Like a little R&R. I got my beauty sleep. You know, I went to the parlor. I got the massage, and I got my hair done. Just, you know, it's just sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes it is all you need. But no, I feel like you've been in a kind of restful period for a while, but it's nice. It's lovely. You took your time with it, treating yourself well. And for what we do within shows from without. If we really put quality care and time into ourselves, if we need it as we need it, it shows. You know, you're glowing, you're beautiful. Queen of Wands at the Two of Cups. And we feel in love. But it's mellow, it's chill. It's Two of Cups. That is super simple to achieve. It's actually quite sweet because it's simplistic. It's like, this is how I feel about you. This is how you feel about me. Two of Cups. It's a fair exchange. And it looks good on you. It makes you glow. Okay, just, I love it. And I see who's making you glow. And that person would make me glow too. Let's talk about that. The Fool, the Lovers, Nine of Cups. Like, well, I'm on a new journey, and that journey's called Virgo. Doesn't that look so good? Yeah, the Fool, the Lovers, Nine of Cups. What a blast of fresh air that one is. And the Lovers is auspiciously dead center of the reading. So if you're new to tarot, hi. There's a couple of placements you should always pay attention to. Opening, closing, and dead center, or what we call the heart of the reading, is literally the Lovers. So that's quite prominent. I wish I could clarify that, see where they're coming from, and if you two have a little origin story. If you do, I don't see it here today, because I am seeing a singular energy, having walked away some time ago, is now in a position to accept a brand new offer. I'm guessing that's you. But the Eight of Cups, having walked away from something that was emotionally dissatisfying, didn't cut the mustard, you know what I'm saying? 8 says we're so close, but it's not right. It's not right. We need to push it into a 9, a 10, an ace, a 2, a 6. But if it stays in a 7 or a 3 or 8, there's problems. Okay? So something that you had to walk away from, you took your time recovering from, Knight of Pentacles, and you having kind of steadied on in that direction for a while. Ace of Pentacles is showing up. So there's a brand new opportunity for you here, and it's called love, like I said. And oh boy, the sun's out. So when this intercepts you, I don't know. Hopefully it's already started. You've already begun to feel warmer. You know what I mean? It's after that period of rest, knowing that you've walked away and you're at peace with it. 4 Swords suggests peace, at least with yourself. Okay? And that you've moved on and you're ready to open up to a new offer. And I don't blame you for taking this one. I would too. It's nice. It is nice. It's very nice. It's lovely. The Fool, the Lovers, and Nine of Cups. And this person, thankfully, says that I love myself enough to go after this person. I got to have it. I got to go. I got to try. I got to shoot my shot. So that's lovely when we honor our Nine of Cups, because I know I love myself. I see this as an opportunity to express that. It feels right for me. I'm going to open up towards it. So they already have that energy and they're blasting it towards you, and you're like, oh, well, you know, if you must. I mean, you know, it's great. It's nice. I like it. It feels good. I like it. You're like, 2 of Cups. It's fine. But the sunshine is there. I love that. It's great. Yeah. I would dare say, not that the energy just blasts open towards you. It's the right kind of persistence, even if you have a little resistance there, which I didn't see. But trust me, this one feels really good. Okay? So don't quite know where you're coming from, but good job. All right? And good job opening up towards new. Because in that way, you're also honoring thyself and understanding your own readiness. Yeah? All right. Message of concern. I say that message. I don't know if it's necessarily of concern, but it's the message. And the reaction here is, oh. So it might be a little, didn't quite see that coming, but I promise you there's a deeper connection there. Okay, this says marriage. I'm not saying you're running out and marrying this person tomorrow. What I'm saying is that what starts as an initial surprise or a, oh, something like that, which would explain your kind of soft entry, is because they know they're coming toward you. It has the intention of something more significant behind it, you know. All good things in time. Number 3 and 14. Could be through work, official. The occupation, courthouse. Some of you might literally, the translation be work in the legal system in some way, of course. Occupation, but some of you are very preoccupied. You keep your head down, you work hard. And it might be through official business, documentation, legalities, I don't know, that put you on the path of this connection. Okay? It could be the way around. I see them seeing you. It's so official. They see you at work. They see you at something. Look at that determination. Someone is clearly not aware the other person is. There's the focus of preoccupation or occupation. The other person is seeing your efforts. It's very officious. 34-23. family tree. The tree of life, the Ten of Pentacles, if you will. So, and the tree of life also contains our genetic code. You have to know how it strengthens it and therefore how it weakens it. So in other words, be careful how you expand your territory. You know what I'm saying? You want to make decisions that strengthen your roots in your tree of life, not weaken them. As far as I can tell, this could be a credit to your tree of life. Okay? In other words, something that adds to our foundation, doesn't take away from it. Number 5. Oh my, yes. Okay, we have the medallion of Libra. We have the medallion of Pisces, but it's in the reverse, with the keyword being intuitive. Oh, I'm sure. We have the medallion here of the child, especially if you concern yourself with the family tree. Some of you either want children, and that's part of your goal, or you already have children, and that's your world. You want to make sure that that tree is preserved. But dependencies. Here we have the Pegasus, that sense of masculine pride, freedom, and the willingness to take action on our own behalf, and we can take off in that direction if we want to. I feel strongly that's what that is, because even though it's very light, it's also very determined and focused, which we would suggest that masculine energy, I have to fly towards this is mine, or I need to find out if it's mine, something like that. You know, cat in reverse and the goldfish in reverse. Huh. You didn't see this coming. That's all that tells me. You had no particular feeling that this was coming. You understand? So the goldfish is the representation of emotions that swim fluidly. Okay? Like this. And then we have the cat, which is also the representation of intuition. So intuition and feeling. You literally had no feeling that this was coming. You had nothing. You had no insight. You had no foreshadowing. It's like, I feel like I'm going to get a message from somebody. You didn't have that feeling at all. I think you were really keeping your head down, working hard, especially if you identify as a provider. You didn't see it coming. And that's okay. Sometimes the best stuff just shows up. You didn't necessarily have any special feeling about it one way or the other. Like you didn't know to expect something on, say, May 23rd. It just showed up, right? Something like that. You see what I'm saying? I threw a random date up there. May or may not anything to you. Okay. Don't get caught up in that. I just threw a random date out. Okay. All right. Virgo, honey, hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Capricorn, please. What's going on for Capricorn? What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explain the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You're like, I'm working a lot. Okay, hold on. The Chariot, the 4 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles. And, you know, that's probably a better use of your time. It's probably a better use of your time, to be honest. Okay? We'll get to that. 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Temperance. Yeah. Overview, 6 of Wands. Yep. I want you to stay in your particular lane right here. This is where your energy is best served at this time. Okay. 6 of Wands, it gives you confidence anyway. Okay, to stay on top of things. You're seen, highly visible, you're recognizable. Congratulations. And I mean that not because of reflection of vanity, but because you deserve it. I mean, look at that work. 7 and 10 of Pentacles, and then a Page of Pentacles. You try to keep things flexible and incorporate new when and where you can. But for the most part, you have a really steady rhythm around you that suggests, I'm working on a bigger picture here, and it's an ongoing project. It never sleeps, right? You're like, I built a city that never sleeps, and it doesn't. But you have it on a particularly good path or rhythm, something that you're used to. 7 of Pentacles, you know how to deal with it quite well. But also, it requires a lot of maintenance, a lot of functionality, but you're good at it. So yeah, you deserve the recognition. I don't know what kind of empire you built in here, but it keeps you well occupied and I would say even well funded. So congratulations to you. Oh, Cinnamon's kicking off in the backyard. I'm guessing she found a squirrel. They're not hard to find though, to be honest. Okay, The Chariot, Four Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, and here's the reason why I want you to continue to stay in your lane. This person's staying in theirs. They don't seem to be getting off the exit ramp anytime soon. And by that I mean any sort of emotional energy that's coming towards you as the Chariot, the intensity and swiftness of one's vehicle. They're currently in park on the highway, taking up a lot of space on the highway. In terms of, when are you going to move, buddy? Now, here's the thing. Chariot with the Four Swords. They're showing me they need to rest about their particular direction or movement. Four Pentacles. Like I said, they are parked right there on a particular... They're causing the traffic jam. So nothing's getting to you in terms of personal emotionality. I see them actively refraining because they're saying they're not sure if they should continue their journey towards you. Show you any emotionality, sincerity, love, authentic self, genuine movement, focus. The Chariot has all those attributes and more. So that's a lot. I don't know if I should arrive. I don't know if I should take the exit, never mind arrive to Capricorn's house. So I don't know what it is that you are supposed to do with that, except you need to keep on keeping on. Okay? Their stuff to work out on their time. And it shouldn't occupy your space because, like I said, I don't think they're getting out of their parked area on the highway for a long time. Maybe one day they will continue to proceed or take the safety brake off or whatever, however the metaphor is. In time, Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, Temperance. That's literally time. When it's time to speed up, it will speed up. You will know it almost immediately. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups. It's very upfront, immediate, but time is attached to it with Temperance. There will be a time and a place and a space for you to connect with this person and feel good about it for the both of you, but they need to know what the heck they're doing. When somebody with the kind of intensity that the Chariot offers, when they hesitate with that vehicle, they don't need to show up to your house. They need to know that they're showing up with purpose, that they want to be there, right? Not because they feel they have to or obligated or I don't know. I'm showing up and I don't know why. No. Intentionality counts. Know what the heck you're doing and why. Okay? So I'm glad that I hate that the energy buildup around this is so large. It looks like a dam that wants to burst forth, which tells me they know what they want to do, but they're not convinced of it. So they need more time, but that time needs to take place on their time, not yours. I want you to continue on in this. It looks like it's very preoccupying, not to mention rewarding to you. So it commands a lot of your attention and focus. So yeah, Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, and Temperance. I see you connecting to this in time. I see the lines of communication opening up between you and this person in time, whomever they are or what they represent. But for now, they're stuck in park, even though they have a very powerful vehicle. It's frustrating to see something like that. But again, for all that reason, you know, if you have a powerful vehicle, you need to show up with intentionality. You don't ever want to question where it's going. Okay? Your position on this should not be to wait. You should be waiting for nothing. You have a full life over here. You understand? I don't want to see I'm waiting. Don't. Because a Capricorn that's waiting isn't doing any of this. Okay? Don't. All right. Number 18. Loyalty. Emotional loyalty specifically. I feel tied to you. I feel bound to you. Okay? So that's at least true for one of you. Perhaps in some way you feel bound to each other, but there is a sense of loyalty on at least one person's side. Okay? And also the number 18. Sudden wealth. I don't think there's anything sudden about it. To be honest, there might be, you know, maybe you had a little cash head start. I don't know. And if that's the case, again, once more, congratulations to you. I am seeing this in reflection, though. 777. We also have the height of 7 over here. There is nothing sudden about your wealth at all. You grew it carefully over time. Okay? But it seems like you might be hitting a very high fruition cycle by summer, July, which is right around the corner, you know? Again, once more, congratulations, number 11. The main female, someone here is the main female. Someone who is open, ripe, ready for love, represents beauty, that lushness, you know, high desirability, that kind of thing. And the number 2, anything else, please? The little birds, the little messages, the little communications, eventually, in time. Okay? In time. Number 12. Okay. Oh, so many. Okay, the letter Q. Q. We have the medallion of Scorpio. Could be connecting to one. You could have some very prominent Scorpio in your chart. We have the heart with the nurse's cap. Yes, we are healing a heart for somebody at least. The deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. The timidity, the hesitation, the kind of frightfulness. But once we get going, we get going. But until then, we're a little intimidated and or scared. The medallion of the child. Someone here may have children. There's a sense of dependency, possibly, even if it's not children, or that sense of smallness, childlike. Okay? All right. Cappy, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Scorpio, please. What's going on? Show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio in that person. Show me Scorpio, please. What's going on? Show me Scorpio. All right. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles. You're like, I don't know about that friendship, Christina. It's coming from the King of Pentacles, so some of you might, even if you don't have a strong amount of earth in your chart, let's just say you're very practical by nature, you're head of household, you're used to being nurturing, caring, and providing, but there's a connection here like, I don't know if I want to be all that to that. I don't know if I want to nurture, care, love, and support for a particular connection. You're like, it's got question marks written all over it. Okay. Ten of Wands, Three of Cups, Queen of Swords. Someone understands they want to connect with you, even though they find it really, really hard to say it, to admit it, or conclude it. Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Swords, they like conclusions. They like information, yeah? And it's like, it's really, really hard for me to say this. It's really hard for me to conclude this, but I want to connect with you. Three of Cups. I believe it, but why did it have to be so hard? I don't know. I don't know. And you're like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to give my time, energy, and attention to you. Are you even a friend? And they're like, I'm trying. Okay. All right. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Six of Wands. Okay. Overview, Ace of Swords. You like the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth. I want the truth. Ace of Swords. I try to live and abide by my truth all day, every day, even if it hurts, even if it sucks, because that's the responsibility of wielding the sword. It's dual-edged, you know? You get the insight on the stuff that's good and triumphant, and you get the insight on the stuff that's not so good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to think about it. That's the responsibility of the sword. You want the truth, you get the truth. And you are trying to abide by your truth as you best understand it, and you really want to know if you should just cut this, you know? Because actually what's shared between you two is quite beautiful, which is influencing and weighing in on your decision. I really don't know how to advise you. I'm very curious because Three of Cups is at the heart of the reading about what this connection really means. How you share it is beautiful. Knight of Pentacles, over time, a Six of Cups, gently formed, and the Six of Wands is something that you both take confidence in. It's 6 and 6, that's even. That's even duality. And it took time, Knights of Pentacles, for both people to catch up to the meaning of this connection. How does it weigh into the both of you? How do you both feel it, experience? And this is done through shared memories, time, and space. That means you two know each other. You know each other well enough to understand that you like each other, but you both kind of perceive each other as being a pain in the ass. I already say, you're showing me a 3, they're showing me a 3, and between the two of you, your energies add up to 6. It's evenly felt in many ways between the two of you about what a unique connection this is, how special it is, how you two make each other smile. There's a sense of victory here in the both of you. This connection makes you both feel confident. You both like being seen by each other. It's very fair in that respect. One person took longer than the other to catch up to that, to realize what its meaning was. But for the most part, you experience it the same, the both of you. And you want to know, what do I do? Do I want to give King of Pentacles realistic time, energy, and effort, the stuff you can spend? It's not just money. You spend your time, your emotions, anything else, you can spend it. And you're saying, should I spend time on this fool? Because they don't seem like much of a friend. Now, I don't know what I don't know what went down, but you're saying, I don't know if they're much of a friend to me, to be honest. Never mind to put my real energy into them, nurture them, love them, or care about them. Christina. And they're like, same. And I still want to connect with you. So like I said, you both kind of, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not. If you're familiar with my work, great, you already know what's up. If you're new, I laugh, I have a personality. Things are, they affect me. Okay? I don't just, I'm a silent, deep brooder all the time. No. I have a sense of humor, and things have a way of tickling me, and this one kind of does, because you both say, you're both each other's, like I said, respective pains in the ass, okay? And here's the thing, you don't know if you should humor them, and they're like, it's hard for me to admit this, but I still want to connect with you. And it's never a flattering picture, so I know you two have history. You're aware of it. Ace of Swords, you're aware of it. You're like, how do I swing the sword, Christina? Is this one in or is this one out? That's up for you. Tarot doesn't dictate action. You do. Tarot's the proof of choice, not the absence of it. You're a Scorpio who is clearly on the precipice of making a choice about this. When? I don't know. Soon. It depends. So the reason I'm curious about the Three of Cups is when it's proposed. I have no reference to time, and I didn't see an open line of communication. Okay? It's just more like, should you include this person in your energy, because you're like, they're barely a friend, to be honest. But you two have a rich history. But there's something here to do with the effort that you question more than anything. What do I realistically put into this, and is it worth my time? You want to know the value of this. Does it still have value? Right? Does it still have value? That's what you want to know. Are they worth it? Only you can really know that. But if you are still that confused by a so-called friendship, then it's probably best left alone. Okay. Could it be more? Absolutely. You both know that. Will it be? That's for you two to discover, or not. That's all there is to say, really. I can't... Guys, I work with what's here, not with what it isn't. I can't fill in that blank for you. When it comes that time to make that decision, if there ever is that day, you will have to decide it for yourself based on what you know and, practically speaking, what you can afford to give. I know. I know. There's that sense of loyalty there. Number 18. The dog. Sense of loyalty. Emotional loyalty. Which is one of our biggest critiques as well as our biggest pros. You know? And you want to know, is this person worth that? The time, energy, and effort I can give them, because Christina, the friendship is already questionable, despite the rich history. But yet, there's still a pull to the connection for the uniqueness that it is and that it affords. Particularly how you two experience it when you actually are able to connect. How you take it individually. Okay, thoughts. What to do, what to do. There's that money. And I don't mean money here, unexpected income. I mean, it's going back to that pentacle thing. Realistically, what are your thoughts? Okay. You can see them reflected in your mind's eye. That's not an issue. You have an idea of who they are. You know what they represent. Okay. You can reflect on them quite a bit. Thoughts. It's just what to give it, if anything. You know, penny for your thoughts, Scorpio. Can you still paint this person a picture and see them in your life in some way? Or not at all? We have 16 and 27. Courtship and occupation. We have the hint or an idea of a relationship here that was trying to develop. But that sense of occupation perhaps got in the way. Somebody wouldn't put enough time, energy, and effort into it. Again, realistic effort. Somebody thought the relationship was too hard, too preoccupying. Someone was never available or wouldn't allow themselves to be available to develop something here. But when it did connect, it connected. I have the proof of it right here. But it seems like there was not enough care, time, energy, or attention, effort put into this to take it further, to take it seriously, or to find reasons to keep it in your life. There was always somebody preoccupied and never fully in it. 4 and 34. Okay. Oh, goodness me. All right, a couple thoughts here. We have Capricorn, the medallion of Capricorn. We have the medallion of Taurus. We have the lotus flower, the letter K, and the letter A. Okay, Scorpio honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Pisces. What's going on, please, for Pisces? Show me, Pisces. Show me Pisces, please. I feel like I've been saying the Pisces symbol everywhere recently. FYI. Something interesting might be going on for the collective. Okay? But yeah, I've been seeing the Pisces dual fish everywhere recently, which is, I mean, I feel like you kind of have to go out of your way to see that, right? And that it's been showing up everywhere for some reason, so FYI. What's going on? Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, you should feel good. I'd feel good about that too. Heck yeah. Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, Star. Oh. Special delivery. Okay. All right. Four of Wands. Yeah, Temperance, the Four of Cups. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. You don't know if you should go for it, and I don't blame you, but you kind of want to. I'm not quite sure what this represents, guys. It feels like something that's yours and that's always supposed to be yours. So I see it being offered to you. It's coming up heavily as 3D. Like I could easily see that as being a job opportunity, career. But it's being delivered in such a personal way that I don't know how it's a career context. Hold on. Four of Pentacles. You've been showing me restraint. This could be conservation, just being very careful with how you spend literally your money these days, to how you spend your time and energy, where it's going and why. Perhaps some of you have just been buckling down, staying home more, keeping yourself to yourself, not putting yourself out in any particular direction. And I feel like that's where you've been, because I see something coming towards you, and it just feels like it's supposed to be yours 1,000%. So I want to be like, Pisces, take it. And like I said, anybody would feel good. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. By all rights, it feels like it's yours. You're like, I've been waiting for this one. I've been biding my time. Right? Keeping myself busy, cultivating my practices and experiences and shoring myself up and withholding a lot of my own kind of personal energy so I could get to this moment, so I could get to this day, so I could get to this offer, because it looks fantastic. And you accepting it, it says it puts you in a position of glowing up. So you look fantastic. I really want you to take it, but I'm so curious about the delivery of it. So this is fantastic, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that. Okay. Been trying to slowly recover, rebuild, being very prudent with your time, energy, and effort. Okay. Actively saving, but also meaning to having to withhold. Okay. If you've ever gone to college, you know what that's like, right? Where it's like, gosh, I don't know. At the height of my college days, I was doing about 60 hours a week between class and work and internships, and you really withhold anything that has anything to do with personability because you're busy saving and trying to spare yourself extra grief, but you still have to work like crazy. Anyway, I feel like that's where you've been. So I want you to take this. It feels like your payout. But here's where I get confused. The delivery of it. The Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, the Star. So it was like, I didn't know this was headed in your direction. So it looks like it's coming from someone who's like, I didn't know I was headed in your direction, but here it is. Pisces, this is for you. But that Knight of Pentacles was going slow, and then it had an about face with the Tower. It's like, no. Wherever it is you think you're delivering that opportunity, it's going towards Pisces. Ooh. And it's like it's a star. It's kind of a big deal. I don't know why it was going in one direction, and then it in the correct direction, which is you. I'm very curious because that tower is auspiciously placed right there at the center of the reading. And that's always a very key component, is the middle of the reading. So I don't know what that Ace of Pentacles represents. Because then I jump on over here. Four of Wands, Temperance, the Four of Cups. There has been an unhappy, kind of sad relationship here. And sometimes it feels like it's on its last two legs. But it has been able to show some healing and consistent healing. It's not perfect. But there are two people in here really trying to make it work. It's just there's a lot of unhappy days. Okay. And it really is even. It's quite even. Four of Wands, Four of Cups, and Temperance is shared. So I see these two folks doing their best to keep themselves together for this relationship and try to heal their negative emotions in it and towards each other. And this has been an ongoing effort with Temperance there. It looks like we have winning days and then we have non-winning days. But for the most part, you two seem to try to keep it balanced to the best of your abilities. So whoever is delivering this, I'm not convinced is your person of interest or the person who's attached in this relationship. I think this is the mechanism for this opportunity being pulled towards you. Okay? Perhaps it's your due. Perhaps it's your time. I don't know. But I don't see this as being the person you're sharing this relationship with, where I said sometimes you have good days and sometimes you have not so good days, but you're both in it together. Okay? No, this is the delivery of something important coming through. And for some reason it was that delivery of this opportunity was going left. Tower happened and then it's going right. You know. My right. As I thought about it. That's my right. Yeah. I don't know why it shifted mid-track. I have no idea. It could be that the timing was right, that this opportunity be presented to you. Perhaps it was being offered to someone else, but it's going to you instead. I don't know. But it seems like it brings quite a bit of joy as well as relief to your world. Okay? And hopefully, if anything, it helps bring in some fresh energy into this relationship and gets the positivity back in alignment, you know? I don't know. Okay, what's going on? The storm, the unexpected tower. Bad health tried to pop out like on the sideways. Storm's passing. Wherever there was bad feeling or ill will is being overridden or replaced. Okay, that particular history in somebody's timeline is being not erased, but it's being rewritten. So if we were having any bad feeling here, it's starting to ease up. The storm is clearing this away. Okay. 6 and 31. The harvest. Yeah. The harvest. There's the message, but it's not a message of concern. It's a message, all right, but it's the time of harvest. I just feel like it's the time of harvest for you. Reaping what you've sown. It's your due. It's what's owed you. You didn't expect it. The message of concern here means unexpected or, okay, something like that. It's the time of harvest. 14 and 10. All right, that's enough. Let's get some medallions for you. Charms. The letter H, the octopus in reverse. There's no tentacle grip here. There's no emotional pressure. And like I said, you have good days, you have bad days with this, but it's not like a grip thing. In other words, you don't feel choked. Okay, nobody feels emotionally choked here. The grip is easing up. It's lightening. It's less pressure. The cat, yes, listen to your intuition, of course. The gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, the ability to move fast. And then we also have the medallion of Capricorn. Of course, they personify hard work. And some of you just might have some very prominent Capricorn in your chart. Could be connected to one. Okay, Pisces, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Just a heads up, by the way. I guess your next upcoming monthly overview for June. I can see where many of you won't like it, and that's okay. It's not a popularity contest. Just wanted to give you a heads up. It has a certain feeling of disappointment, and I'm sorry. But nevertheless, I did see a Cancer make a choice, so I chose to keep it, you know? But I can see where some of you would be frustrated with it, especially if you don't identify with it, or Cancer is perhaps one of your minor placements, and it's not working for you. It doesn't feel right. Then it's probably not, so don't force it to fit. That's okay. You know, if a reading doesn't fit, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Check your other placements, like I said, yeah? But yeah, just to let you know, I can see where some of you would be like, what? Yeah, no. Sometimes it's like that, and it's not for you. It's for the person who needs it, you know? That's what it really comes down to. Who needs to hear that particular message? So, if you're looking at it, try not to take it to a personal space or be offended. Just be like, you know what, this one isn't for me. And that's it. You know? Like I said, you don't always want them to resonate. What's going on, please? Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer in their person, please. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, 10 of Pentacles. Where was this Cancer? Seriously, when I was doing your monthly overview, seriously, where was this person? I'll get back to that. 6 of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Okay. Huh. How interesting. A little bit of a mixed signal there. Reminds me just a wee bit of Tauruses. So if you have Tauruses in your chart, check theirs out. This one's different. It's a little bit, well, a lot more not present. Page of Cups, the Tower, and that would be why. That's the reason why I'm seeing this person is so translucent. Yours is so sharp. I'm serious, you have such a sharp profile today. Someone around you is very translucent. It's like they're not there, but they're there. And I can see why. Hanged Man. Yeah, you need some perspective on this. You need some perspective on this. They're there, but not their energy. And not just the energy, real world, too. You have such a beautiful profile. I'm very proud of you. You're such a hard worker. Let's get that squared away right now. 9 of Pentacles. Temperance. Through time, you really understood who you are, and more importantly, what it is that you are able to achieve, which is actually quite a bit. You really know how to stand on your own 2 feet. You can showcase your skills. I'm not saying you're, braggy. What I'm saying is that you're competent as okay, which is fantastic. I love it. I love it when people are like, this is what I can do, but they're not like, braggy about it. They're just like, I built this particular profile for myself over a case of years, and I'm very comfortable with it. I should be, right? I execute this experience every day, and so you do. But you have really come into your own. It's like you're at the height, right? You're at the height of harvest. You're at the height of productivity. You've never been more in touch with your skills and your experience and how you contribute. Your community is very important to you. Okay, your environment is very important to you. You've taken a lot of time and patience to cultivate it, specifically your place in it. You have made yourself essentially an invaluable member to society, whatever that is. People have come to know you, trust you, and respect you. Again, you don't build that kind of thing overnight. That's not an Instapot thing, okay? Nobody has a lifestyle like this, a career, and a personal sense of self from doing a couple things overnight. This took a lot of work and a lot of credibility behind that work, so good job. I can tell that you're heavily relied upon. The work you do touches lives every day. You may not see it that way, but that's how it's experienced, I promise. But yeah. And that came through really hammering yourself over and over again. Who am I and how am I contributing? Who am I and how am I contributing? I love that. You have a stronger sense of it. It goes beyond me. It's more than just me. It's the lives I touch every day. I love this. This is great. I freaking love this. So I need you to take some time to yourself. You might have some really strong earth in your chart. Maybe a touch of Sag, that's not the point. Those are beautiful components. I want them to use because you need some perspective about a key issue here. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Everything I said about you, but the opposite. This person, like I said, is very translucent. They're worn thin. Their contributed energy is way low. Their effort is way low. It's disappearing or it's fading, and I don't know where it's going. Okay. They don't either. They don't seem to be too curious about it. Page of Wands, the little guy. Now, granted, he's the most curious of the pages, but they don't seem to be interested in finding out what else they can do or how else they can contribute to the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know who they are to you in terms of surrounding context. Do they contribute? Are they supposed to be a co-creator? Is this someone that is dependent on you? Is this someone who's in your life in a substantial way? And if so, why the hell aren't they showing up? You have such a beautiful corner. More than corners, you have several corners that are sharply defined about who you are, what you're about, and what you take pride in. You consistent as fuck. You know? I got someone who's like, sometimes I show up, but for the most part I like to fade like a flower. And they do fade like a flower. There's something about them that used to speak to the qualities of love, nurturing, and caring, but those characteristics are kind of thin and away, distant. Is this a temporary distance, or is this someone who just can't supply that stuff anymore? Queen of Pentacles. Knowing what one's worth is, and understanding, by proxy, who is worthy of their time, energy, effort, love, that kind of thing. Nurturing, caring qualities. Particularly as it surrounds the personal sense of home and who's in that home. They're saying they don't know what their priorities are anymore. You seem very self-sufficient. I wonder if perhaps they feel intimidated or they don't know what their place is anymore. I don't know. But I don't really, it's not that I'm trying to bounce it on you like it's a you problem. It's just like, what's the point of my being here? They do it all. So take that with a grain of salt, because let's jump on over here. Page of Cups, the Tower, Nine of Wands. Somebody's actively denying a tower. In other words, truth, real truth. It's the hard kind of truth, too. It's not like an Ace of Swords truth, which is an observable truth, consciously registered truth. That's the Ace of Swords. The Tower is like, here's what's really going on. You've been telling yourself this whole time, or feeling this whole time. It's bullshit. Tower comes along and says, this is where you were false. Okay? Only when a Tower happens can we even hope to have an Ace of Swords. And it involves the smallest of characters, second smallest of characters, Page of Cups. How does one feel? It's open. The Tower says, no, it's not. It's a lie, and we both know it. Your heart is not open towards this. And it's such a big delivery over such a small concept. It tells me it's something we don't take seriously, or we've been out of tune with it for a long time. But the kickback on that is real. The Nine of Wands. Somebody would like to deny that tower. So there's the danger, guys. There's real danger to propping up towers. When you go like this, I sense and feel that there's a truth that I don't want to deal with. I want to reject it as much as possible. I want to stay in my little fantasy world where what I told myself is what I told myself indefinitely. I'm saying I keep my heart open. That's what I mean. Tower denied. So when we do that with the Nine of Wands, when we reject the Tower, I will push against that at all costs. Yeah, definitely a cost. They're going to be paying for it. They must be exhausted. Which is why I don't see them showing up nearly with as much substance as you do. Okay? When you spend that much energy rejecting something that's becoming painfully obvious at some point, you're going to exhaust yourself. That's why the Nine of Wands, I have so little sympathy for it. The wounded warrior is in there doing the same thing over and over again. I don't have sympathy for that. Let the Tower fall. You start being honest, and you can start being a more solid figure in this life. So why they're so busy, and it is them are they rejecting the truth? Maybe it's because they literally pale so much in comparison to you. They can't hold a particular candle to your wind, honey. It's like, well, they got it covered. Why should I bother being here at all? I hate that. It's kind of like, it's like another version I'm saying of why does this person love me? Why? I don't understand this. Why? Because they see in you what you're too busy rejecting. That's why you an idiot. But try telling that to people. What do you mean, why do I love you? Right? The person who just doesn't get it, it can't be true. That's not right. There's no way they could love me. Yeah, honey, they say something in you that's actually true. It does exist, but you're so busy rejecting it because you reject yourself. The person who loves you the most wouldn't reject you for who you are, right? Something like that. I'm not talking about mistakes in his... No. Anyway, my point is like they still have something to offer, but they act like they don't. And the truth is, it's because they don't keep their heart open anymore. But they're so busy rejecting that, and they wonder why they're fading. If you really believe you have nothing to offer anymore, but you give yourself this false idea that your heart's still open, it's a contradiction, guys. You can't live in contradictions. You pay a price for it. I want you to think about these things. How they affect you in your life in the 3D, I couldn't say. It's that person whose presence seems to fade a little more every day. They don't believe in themselves like you do. Their presence is less and less focused. It's fuzzy. You find increased absences with this person, physically or otherwise. Poverty, 37. Is this person afraid of being impoverished, so they stay connected to you for any sort of support? The mature man. Yeah, I feel like this is you. There's too much age, wisdom, and experience in here for this not to be you. It's just, I just know it's you. This is you. You're the mature man. By this I mean we have the sense of maturity of someone who has at least gotten to middle age and they're comfortable with themselves. They've been there, they've done that, they have experience attached to them, and a sense again of greater. This life is more than just me. It's also what I make of it. That's very distinct. Number 5. There's that sense of poverty. I'm helpless. There's nothing I can do. Tell me what to do. Just maybe don't expect me to show up anymore. Not so much. Maybe put me to work less, but don't forget to include me. There has to be a motivation to stay, guys. 37. The venomous thoughts. Number 7. That sense of fruitfulness, purpose, keeps them feeling small and that they don't have much to give. 28. This is very distinct. I wasn't expecting this. That's very distinct. I wasn't expecting this at all. I don't know who this represents. I believe it's you. Number 28. So here, that's so funny. Somebody else had the offset of the mature and the present day as well. I feel like this is one of the same. There's something about your heart that's still romantic and would still like to be in love. No matter how much wisdom and experience you have, there's a part of you that still longs in that direction, pulls for that direction, for the love and the romance, the nurturing and the caring. Do you need it? No. You can probably provide for yourself just fine. I think that. Do you still want the love? Yeah, you do. Do you still want the nurturing? So, you're still a human being. You can be a superhuman being and still want love. Okay. Poisonous thoughts, venomous thoughts. I'm too small. I have nothing to offer. You have a lot to offer. And you also want love. Oh my. We have the letter H, Y, R, the medallion of Aries, the owl in reverse. Somebody's not being logical. They're not listening to themselves. The medallion of Scorpio. Get back over there. There you go. We have the crescent moon and the star. Reflections at nighttime. Perhaps when the moon's out, whatever shape it takes. Dreams. reflections of the moon, reflections by moon. Some of you observe the moon often. That's when you have some quiet time, perhaps, for some of you. The brightness of day. Oh, some of you see the moon by early day? Not by night, but by day? You see the moon? Okay. Cancer, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. I forgot to mention at the intro that over the course of these past 2 weeks where I've been sick and down with allergies, I was able to do a couple things here and there. I was able to kind of calmly and quietly construct my new line of graphic tees that I've been wanting to do for some time, something that has nothing to do with astrology or the signs, but should hopefully still be a source of inspiration. I'm calling it the quote line. So basically it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, anything that you can put print on really is spring tea, linked below in the description box at Sassy Scorpion Tarot merch. And quote, it's literally just going to say quote on the front, and on the back is going to be one of my favorite quotes that I've been collecting, I think, my whole life, either from television, books, movies, music, you name it. And I hope you like the quotes and that they inspire you and that you could see yourself walking around with one on. Literally, I like the idea of it. But they mean something to me, and hopefully you can find something that resonates with you. Yeah? So take a look at it. Check it out. I should have 3 or 4 out as of today. Hopefully you like something that speaks to you and you can see yourself wearing it. I appreciate it. Like always, your store merch purchases, they help keep the channel going. So once more, appreciate you. You guys, have the great rest of your day, and I will see you in your upcoming messages next week. Take care. Be well.